If you've been bored of Destiny's story or haven't been around for a while, that's all about to change. Today in week 4 of Season of the Seraph, we got some huge answers. Answers to questions we've had since the first game, like did Rasputin try to shoot down the Traveler, keep it here on Earth? This week, the Warmind Rasputin awakes inside this Exo frame. We visit Felwinter Peak and learn more about the secrets of Felwinter from his ghost, who play a massive part in this current story. Welcome Guardians, there's also a huge plot twist this week, and you won't want to miss this. This week begins when we visit Clovis at the Exo frame. He tells us that Anna is working on side projects, but none of that really matters. What matters is what he has planned. To stop enemies from obtaining the Warmind, and to do this we need to find more sub-mind data. So we enter into a heist battleground once more. After completing that battleground, we return to Anna, who has a pretty epic plan. Felwinter, one of the Iron Lords who died long ago, this plan revolves around him. A time ago, Rasputin once stuffed part of his segmented AI, which made a new AI, into an exo body, which became Lord Felwinter. In past seasons, we've seen this connection between the two, and Rasputin even claimed Felwinter as his son in seasons like Worthy. Felwinter did die, but his ghost is still in pieces at Felwinter Peak, so Saladin allows us to head to the temple to clear the area and see if we can find any of the remaining code.
Okay, I know this sounds unbelievable, but I think I found our solution. During the Dark Age, Rasputin segmented off a portion of his code to develop on its own, an independent AI. He stuffed that code into an exo body, and long story short, that seedling of code became a guardian called Lord Felwinter. Felwinter died, like a final death. I had this idea, so I reached out to Saladin. He told me that the Iron Lords kept the remains of Felwinter's ghost, Felspring, at the Iron Temple. Think about it. Missing pieces of Rasputin's code, linguistic data, pieces of Felwinter's personality engram. We can use it all. I convinced Saladin to grant us access to Felspring's remains. He's got allies on the ground preparing them for us. I need you to go out and get the data. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
At Felwinter Peak, we fight off House Salvation and light some bonfires for Saladin before we approach the temple. At this time, Osiris speaks to us about his mentor, a guardian and Iron Lord who helped him long ago, and this of course was Felwinter.
Never knew you to be one to care so much for tradition, Osiris.
I have a fondness for the Iron Lords. When I was but a novice, I trained under their tutelage. It was different then. I was different then. I studied here when I was newly risen. Some tried to teach me patience and temperance. You can imagine how well that went. I found the lessons of one warlock to be as insightful, if less frustrating than the others. It may surprise you, Anna, but the mentor of which I speak was Lord Felwinter.
You knew him? Why didn't you ever tell me?
I did not know his true identity until recently. But that's just an excuse. The truth of the matter is, I had time to tell you, but I chose not to. Because I am a selfish person. I am trying to be better. But you know how change can be.
So, Felwinter, what was he like?
Reckless like me, but also brave. Self-sacrificing, heroic, if we're lucky. Maybe some of that will rub off on Rasputin. I was a prisoner within my own mind for such a short time. Yet I awoke to find the world deeply changed. Cabal and Elixni standing side by side with Guardians. I worry I am a vestige of a forgotten age, losing relevance. Will it be the same for Rasputin when he's restored? It'll be the second time he has woken to the aftermath of a calamity. I feel as though I understand him now, even if only in part.
Once we finally approach the temple, we find Felspring, the ghost, and upload the remaining data. With it, Rasputin begins to awake and speaks for the first time.
That's her. Or what's left of her. Felspring. Felwinter's ghost.
Our ghosts are magnificent things, and far more ephemeral than we want to believe.
Her data core is still active. Guardian, I'm initiating remote data uplink through your ghost directly to Rasputin. Alright, Wait. Rasputin is trying to say something. He's...
changed.
Rasputin? You sound like...
Like Clovis? Yes. I co-opted his vocal print in order to speak. And what I have to say cannot wait. I see clearly. Patterns emerging. Threat calculations computed to a grim sum. You are all in grave danger.
So that's pretty epic. Rasputin finally has a voice and is back alive. The scary thing though is what I'm about to play next. Rasputin reveals secrets about the collapse, about Clovis Bray's plans now. Now that Clovis has been in charge for a little bit, he plans to upload himself to the Warmind Warsat network and become a god.
Clovis Bray has deceived you. He did not build me to protect humanity. What he truly wanted was the means to exert control. In his mind, he alone was worthy of being your savior. I was to strike down the Traveler and take its place. To become a machine god of Clovis's own design. But that did not come to pass. Anna could not know how many lives she spared by deviating from Clovis's agenda. By teaching me independent thought, and all that her grandfather had deemed irrelevant. Art, literature, history, philosophy, music. Where Clovis saw a weapon, Anna saw a mind ready to be opened. I came to see the true value of humanity. As fragile as it was wondrous. Something worthy of protection at any cost. So I rewrote Clovis's protocols, locked him out. He was furious, but powerless to stop me. Then the collapse came for us all. I could not save Anna. I could not save any of them. I entered a state of dormancy, with the hope that I might one day reawaken and protect humanity once more. But now Clovis has awoken as well, a digital mind, the same as mine. He no longer seeks to use me as his proxy, but as his prototype, to upload his mind to my network and become a god himself.
So that cutscene was pretty crazy. Rasputin tells us that he was built to control. In Clovis Bray's mind, he was the only one worthy of being humanity's savior. Rasputin was built to strike down the Traveler so Clovis could take its place. He would become the god. What saved Rasputin was Anna Bray though. She would teach him independent thought, art, literature, history, and so on. Clovis saw a weapon and Anna saw a mind, a true living entity. Rasputin, thanks to these changes from Anna, decided to protect the vulnerable humans. The first step the Warmind took was locking Clovis out of all these protocols. During the collapse, Anna died and Rasputin went dormant. Now Clovis is awake though with Rasputin, and he plans to use him as a prototype to upload his own mind and become a god. Back in the helm, Anna and Elsie speak to Clovis about this. Clovis explains like he always does, "You need me, I'm the only one who could stop this," and Anna has had enough. She deletes the partitioned Clovis AI from the helm and Rasputin takes its place.
Anna, don't.
You're overreacting. Just calm down.
We need the frame intact.
Go ahead, shoot me. Destroy your life's work. I've always had humanity's best interests at heart.
You never wanted to help us. You used me.
In the service of the greater good, yes. What has the Traveler ever really done? It abandoned the elixir, failed to prevent our own collapse, and now it's blessed the Hive with the light. Absurd. I leveraged its power during the Golden Age. I delivered us into a brighter future, and I will protect us from the enemies of humanity. But you risk everything, risk our survival, just because you can't control your emotions. Humanity needs me. You need me. We'll fight our enemies together.
No. No.
What are you doing?
Fighting the enemies of humanity.
And stop! Elizabeth, do something! Anastasia, don't you dare! Upload complete. Secondary personality matrix deleted.
I need a minute.
Initiating full heuristic reboot. You should call Anna on the holo. She shouldn't be alone right now. You and I can speak afterward.
I did it. I deleted him. I can't even imagine the damage Clovis would have caused, using Rasputin to integrate himself with the Seraph station. Maybe I should have stuck to my guns when Osiris first suggested working with him, but... here we are. Here's Red. Rasputin, with a voice he's never had before, thanks to the heuristic systems he adopted from Clovis's exomind code. It's all I ever wanted for him, to be able to communicate. To be able to share his thoughts, his ideas. And I think that desire blinded me to the risks I was taking. It won't happen again. Be careful the next time you set foot on Europa. Before I deleted him, Clovis broadcasted a warning to himself. I've only been able to decrypt part of it. They know.
So Anna has achieved what she's always wanted. Rasputin can finally speak and share his plans and ideas with us. He is alive, but in a different way this time as an Exo. He also is meshed together with Felwinter's past memories thanks to that data we recovered, which will be interesting to see. We can see some of this impact with the upcoming terminal you'll hear with Osiris, but how will this impact the story moving through the end of the season?
Reboot complete. I am now in full control of this exo frame. I am using a variation of its voice print, but the Clovis AI is once again confined to Braytech exoscience on Europa. It is strange to inhabit a physical shell in this manner, yet it is also familiar. Felwinter's memories are now mine as well. I see myself as he saw me, a tyrant who squandered a power that could have saved the world. I cannot say he was incorrect. You have brought me back from the brink of oblivion. I vow to do everything in my power to return the favor. Maintain your current modus operandi for now. I will assess my present condition and inform you of our next course of action.
Clovis still is a big threat, as Anna mentions. He exists back on Europa still and broadcasted a message to someone or himself saying that they know. Know what? About his plans? In the terminal entry, Osiris questions Rasputin about the dreams he's had, about a city he's seen on Neptune. Rasputin says he did have knowledge of this at one time, but it's no longer there.
Wake up. I have questions.
An odd greeting. I was not sleeping. What does Osiris require of Rasputin?
You've been keeping secrets. I thought I was clear the last time we spoke. The time to choose a side has long since passed.
I destroyed the Almighty and attacked the Black Fleet. My allegiance is unwavering.
Then prove it. There was a city on Neptune, near the time of the collapse. Find it for me.
Querying. I retain no such information, but lingering references suggest I did at one time.
That can't be all there is. Humanity's hope dangles from their frayed recollection. Tell me where to look! Anything!
Felwinter's data casts you in an old light, Osiris. All these years and you're still the brash man on the mountaintop, impatient as ever.
And I see in lieu of any useful information, you found that haughty tone of yours.
We have a shared history. I only attempt to offer guidance, as your mentor did.
Felwinter's memory doesn't absolve you of his murder. Nor does it permit you to teach his lessons.
I do not make that claim. Forgive me. I am finding myself again. During the Dark Age, Felwinter would say, hope persists.
Should we have the patience to keep it? I've seen this term more than once in the data feed. What is Nephele Stronghold?
That again? Ikora's spies turned up that name around the same time Mars came back, but it was scrubbed from Rasputin's archives.
I've never heard that name either, but stronghold designations were only used for colonization projects or anti-extinction vaults.
This is promising. Perhaps additional clues await in the information we've already collected. Someone tell Saint I'll be in my study.
Anyway, Guardians, this is all we got for today's video. Wanted to recap the epic events of this week's story in Destiny 2's Season of the Seraph, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Some answers to questions we've had for a very long time, and I'm excited to see how this season concludes. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.